Do you have a brilliant startup idea but are stuck in the launching phase? Are you feeling overwhelmed by funding, marketing, or just where to start? Don't let your startup idea stay grounded. Visit our website at eapla.com to schedule a Blue Couch meeting and launch your startup journey today.
Welcome back to On the Cusp, another episode with my co-host Matt Snyder. And Matt, who do we have with us here today?
We have Helen and Latasha of Orphic Training Solutions. This is really exciting. Tell us about what y'all do.
Well, we are healthcare trainers. We do allied health training offered to the community. We train people with phlebotomy, EKG, medical administrative assistant, medical assistant. We also help people to get recertified if there's certification.
Okay, so tell me how you decided to open this business. Tell me the story of like deciding to do this.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my spiel.
All right, I love it.
I'm sorry. Okay, I've been in healthcare for like 20-something years. I became a manager, supervisor over. It all started with phlebotomy for me because that is my passion. So I would get new employees.
Okay, Latasha, I'm just gonna admit it. I have no idea what that is. What is phlebotomy?
A phlebotomist is the person that draws your lab.
Okay.
Draws your blood.
I should know that, I'm sure. But you busted me.
That is okay. So I will get, employees or new training people. It's like, hey, I've been sticking for 3-4 years. So I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, you're going to be easy to train to show the computer system and things like that. So when they get there, they have paper that they're certified and told me they've been sticking. However, they only been sticking fingers. That's the difference. Right. Sticking a finger and actually drawing
hitting the vein
lab
is a little different.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was one aspect of it. Or I would get people that say they were certified on paper, but they actually never did the job. They took a class online or they took another class. They was able to get certified because they took the test and they passed it. However, they never actually did the job.
Oh God!
So and that was always scary. So that was
I don't want that.
Yeah, so here you are a supervisor or manager, and you got somebody that's never performed the function before.
Yes.
And you're gonna let them go in there and draw somebody's blood.
Well, I would let them because I care more about my patients. So I was like, hold up.
Well, you might as well be doing it yourself then.
Exactly. Yeah. But I would take the time out to
So you saw the need, and that's what drove you to say, okay, we got to start this business in Shreveport.
Yes, because a specimen has to be collected properly. And, if you get proper specimen collection, you're going to get proper results.
That's right. That's right.
Now, what brought you into this?
Because I love helping people, and I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 16 years. 16 years. Yeah. 16 and a half years. I'm going to say 17 years. And when she thought about doing the school, I was like, let me call and see what I can do to try to help out too. So I was telling her my experience with things in the real world. And she was like, well, you can just come in. I'm doing phlebotomy. You can come in with me. I was like, huh? I said, okay, let me pray about it. Let me see. And she said, I got a building, so we can do it out. I said, okay.
So you already have the building.
Yes, have a location.
How many students do you run, say, in your different curriculums?
It all depends. Some we have 8. It's usually between 8 and 12.
8 and 12.
So they come to you, and how long is the program? How long are they with you?
It's accelerated, so it all depends on what program that they choose. Yeah. Because like I tell the students when they get there, we don't teach English, social studies, science, math. We don't do any of that. We teach exactly what you're here for. So you can be there for 5 weeks, 6 weeks,
Hands-on.
Yeah, and everything is hands-on and in person.
And then when they go...
Are they sticking each other?
Yes, they stick
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, they stick each other. And
they stick you?
Us. They invite volunteers to stick.
Yes.
If we're doing recertifications, we get people to invite volunteers. If you say you need to be recertified in EKG, okay, well, if you need to be recertified in EKG, you have to invite your volunteer. They have to actually come up here, and you actually have to perform an EKG on your volunteer. Like everything is hands-on. It's like in the real world.
That's right.
We don't have any dummies or anything that we use for.
So how does somebody that wants to be in the medical field, that doesn't want to go, spend the semester system. Mm-hmm. It's going to take you a year to get certified. Okay, if you go to the others. How do they find out about y'all?
Well, we're on Jewel, 8939 Jewel Avenue. The other thing is everybody is on the web. Hey, our website is orphicts.com. So let's go to the website, register for the classes that we have coming up, and that's basically it.
So are y'all still working in healthcare outside of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So you got your own business.
Yes.
You're employed someplace performing your functions.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Is there a need? Are people coming to you saying, "Hey, I want to be a phlebotomist. I want to be a technician. Get me certified."
Yes. It is a need.
And it's been spreading like wildfire through word of mouth.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm guessing like these employers, when they go to hire somebody, I bet they love to see that they've come through y'all's program.
Yes,
Yes.
but we experienced that's the thing, because employers know that if the students come to us, they are receiving their hands-on training, and that is our biggest thing is hands-on. I can tell you something verbally how to do it. I can give you something to watch on television or on the computer and teach you how to do something, tell you to watch it. However, it's a difference when you actually get in the real world and actually have to perform it.
That's right.
I love that this feels like the way the world's going to me, and I love it. I don't know if I'm right, but it feels like people are working their jobs and they're seeing things that can make it work better. Mm-hmm. And I think our generation is more willing to jump out there and try stuff than definitely my parents were.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
That is really, Dave, you always talk about everybody's got a side gig
I
at
believe
this
that.
point.
Everybody has a side hustle.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not hustling
They do.
now. Right.
If you're not hustling something, okay,
you're-
I got to wonder, well,
Yes.
why you're,
Man,
what's up
all
with
the
you?
cars are going past you really fast.
You must be making,
You're sitting back here.
you must be making a lot of money doing what you're doing, okay? And you,
Even the bankers need a
even
side
the,
gig at this point.
Right.
I guarantee you the bankers got a side hustle. They just hadn't told you what it is.
Yes,
They're in.
I agree. I would-
All right.
right.
They got a,
Yeah.
So what's your placement rate?
Ooh, we have so many
many.
different.
And we have another student that called me yesterday. She got hired at Willis Knight.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you say you have a high student placement rate.
Yes, we have a high passing rate.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I say. Well, the healthcare industry is the largest industry in North Louisiana, without a doubt. Okay, there are more people in that industry than anything in this community. I say in Shreveport, you want to solve some of Shreveport's problems? Generate a job.
Yes.
If you can train somebody and get them employed, okay, where before, they were applying online, they go in the queue, they wait, they never get a call, they get frustrated, they stay out of the workforce, okay, they can't handle the rejection. If we want to solve, the BRF, we want to solve our problem by generating jobs. If you can make it where somebody can get a job, a lot of the problems Shreveport has, Bossier has, they're gone. They'll go away.
Yes.
Okay? We won't have a lot of problems here.
And I do not want that lady that's only stuck fingers sticking me.
Me either.
So I'm all in for train them up before I get there. I'll be sending y'all ladies' picture next time I go. Say, hey,
Yeah. Who's the best? Who's the best phlebotomist? Okay.
I'm always like, hey, I'm really nice. Treat me right. You take good care. I hate it.
But it's not just phlebotomy. What else? What are your other courses that you're offering certification in?
EKG.
EKG.
That's
All right.
the,
Oh yeah, man. You can't go anywhere now. You walk in, especially when you're an old guy like me. You walk in, they start taping stuff to me. I said, "What are we doing?" Well, I'm going to take your EKG. I said, "Okay." All right. Well, tell me what it says. All right. So EKG.
EKG. Medical administrative assistant.
Okay. And that's the one that's there with the doctor, or the nurse that's actually doing what?
The medical administrative assistant is the one that's in the front desk.
The front desk.
You in, make your appointments.
The one you got to be nice to.
Yes.
It's not her fault that the doctor's running
So,
late.
like if you're 20 minutes late and you're only supposed to be 10, she
Yeah.
can like ease you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be nice to her.
I know how the world works. That's the one lady that I'm always nice to. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, no, ma'am. Where do you want me? Okay.
So how long have y'all been doing this? When did you open?
2022, February.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. So 2 full years. Going on 3.
Going on 3.
How many students have come through the school? Roughly.
Roughly, I would say like 200.
200.
Since 2022, yes.
I think a little
200
bit
people.
more.
You think a little
I
bit
think a
more?
little bit more.
So hundreds of people that did not have a hireable skill set that you put out ready to go.
Ready to go.
Think about that. In 3 or 4 years, every hospital in town, you'll know everybody in there.
Yeah, well,
Right.
I mean, people move up in the healthcare system.
Yes, they do.
There's always a need.
Yeah, this
okay,
is awesome.
in those.
Yes, and then we also, our students, they start traveling.
Yep.
Like we have feedback from students. They sign up with travel agencies and they are traveling and telling us they
Love it.
here. I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in Michigan. I'm here. I'm there. And they just loving the whole idea of being able to experience the world and actually travel.
So
doing
where
something
are
that they
y'all
like.
in Juella?
Across from Summer Grove Baptist Church.
Okay, cool.
Yes, in the plaza.
Yeah.
I opened the Raising Cane's right there on Mansfield Road a
Really?
long time ago.
Oh, I'm gonna say really this time. Okay.
Yeah, I opened it when I was the first guy to run that Cane's right there. So I ran those roads around there a lot.
Okay.
15,
Good.
20
Yeah.
years ago.
Around
whatever that
20
was.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
our first
next?
time now.
I mean, you've done this. You've had a whole lot of students come through there. What's next for you guys? Where are you going to go next?
That's the thing. The only place for us to go is up, of course.
course.
That's right.
So our goal is to offer more programs.
And what would be the next program if you could do it right now today? What would be the program you would add that would make a
You gotta
difference?
put an S on it.
Yes.
Programs.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We can do it right now today. We will do CNA
Okay.
and LPN,
Yep.
and we looking into hemodialysis technician.
Really? I mean, that's interesting because there are the kidney centers going in, dialysis centers. I guess
Yes.
they're not kidney. They're dialysis centers all over the place
right.
now. That's a big industry. There are a lot more people on dialysis than you realize. That's interesting.
I love just meeting y'all. I love the idea that like we have entrepreneurs all in our community that nobody even knows doing really cool things, like taking chances, seeing a need and fixing them. I love that Dave allows us to do this podcast and bring this to light. I really am grateful for y'all coming in because I want to encourage that spirit more in our community. I want more people to take that leap, and so.
That's key. Absolutely. So you obviously have a certification process you have to go through. Who certifies y'all in Louisiana to do this? Your school?
The Louisiana Board of Regents.
The Board of Regents. So you're an actual school.
We're a training
Certified
center.
training
we call
center.
it a training center. We call it school right now.
Right. Okay.
A training center.
Right. You don't become a school until you get
It's
the
coming.
title.
Yes,
coming.
and all that.
Title 4.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
There's so many things like this now for a young person that is looking for work, ways to get a skill without going to school for years, and that we talked to Tony Durham. She does the same thing for trucking. If you are not going out and making a decent living, you are not making any effort at this point.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, and we just got to help get this message out. This message,
Yep.
Tony's message, is like, you can have a real job that will support your family
That's right.
rather quickly. You just got to make
Yes.
some effort.
And then with all the certifications that we offer, they are national certifications. So once you complete your course
Right.
and do all the requirements, you're able to test.
If
and
your
you're
significant
nationally
other wants to
certified.
move to Alexandria, good. I almost said Dallas, and I
Just say
would
New
hate
Orleans.
that. I'd say New Orleans. Okay, because you're right. South Louisiana is another country. Okay.
Yeah, if they want to move to California.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the idea, my parents acted like if I left college, I was going to be a homeless bum on the side of the road. That is not the case. You can go get a certification and get into the working world
Right, because everybody's not built for college.
without
Right.
spending a fortune on college and
Right.
years and years and years. I love what y'all are doing. I'm glad it's.
And that's
in
another
Shreveport.
thing with the with college and the student loans and things of that sort. We're not charging them a whole lot of money.
Right.
We're just trying to help them get them a trade.
That's awesome.
That is. That makes a difference in our community.
Because those people, when you go in to get those services, those people matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I want those people trained.
Yes.
I want those people to know what they're doing.
It matters a lot,
It really does.
especially when it comes to patient care, because you don't want to. No one wants to be misdiagnosed
Right.
because of something that somebody.
Yeah, and
did
for that person, I know those people do those kind of tests all day long, but for that person, it's a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to get stuck. I'm like,
Yeah. A lot of people have.
Me, Latasha.
And I'll admit, I get a lot of anxiety when they say, okay, go down to the lab, we're going to draw blood and all that. First thing goes through my mind is, man, I hope that phlebotomist is good. Because the minute they say that, my veins all go, they all run, right? They're like, oh no, not another stick, okay?
I am afraid of needles. Like, I don't like to be in the chair. I can do it all day, but once it's my turn to get stuck, I'm like, but yeah, I still volunteer my arm for the students.
Yeah, well, I tell everybody when I go in, I say, look, I'm a hard stick, okay? I'm going to give you 2 shots on each arm. After that, I'm leaving, okay? And that probably doesn't help them, okay? And because a lot of pressure goes up on that. But I had a negative experience, and
She wasn't trained.
She wasn't trained. She wasn't trained. She went for an artery right there. Okay, she couldn't find anything, so she went right there, and my hand ended up being like this, and I said, something ain't right there. Okay.
Definitely not right.
No.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, thank y'all so much for coming. This is awesome. I'm really glad y'all came.
Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. This has been really good. And go Saints.
Enjoy the podcast? We would love your feedback about today's show and who you think should be our next guest. Send us an email at info@eapla.com. Also, be sure to share the show and leave a comment on our social media post.